Good morning and thank you for joining us for Focus on South Texas. Alamo Colleges District has 5 campuses and 5 training and education centers across the city. Higher education is within reach wherever you are in high demand fields. Well, this year, Alamo Colleges District is celebrating 80 years of opportunity for residents, and here to tell us more is Chancellor Dr. Flores and San Antonio College alum Gilberto Miramontes. Welcome to the show. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Glad to be here. Thank you.
Dr. Flores, Alamo Colleges has grown over the last 8 decades along with the city. I mean, we've seen it. So tell us about the ways it has changed over time.
Well, imagine 80 years ago, right? The union of 2 colleges, San Antonio College and St. Philip's College, and now growing from those original 2 to 5 institutions, right? 5 colleges, and you mentioned the 5 education and training centers throughout Bexar County. So we're excited. We have 90,000 students that are coming to courses onto our campuses and centers in the next couple of weeks. And we're really pleased to continue to provide education, training, and support services to each of them.
I love it. And Dr. Flores, in the 5 years since the AlamoPROMISE program started, what benefits have you seen from AlamoPROMISE?
Sure. One of the things that we know about our community is we have a very aspirational community. One of the challenges we've had is not having enough credentialed talent. And so AlamoPROMISE allows every graduating high school senior in Bexar County to get up to 3 years of a college education at no cost. So since its launch, we've directly impacted 30,000 individuals, graduated thousands of those with a certificate or an associate's degree. And so we're pleased because we're eliminating the cost of higher education for them and for their families.
I love that, kind of eliminating that student debt that,
Yes.
you know, some students unfortunately have to take with them when they go into their career.
Right. I think the other part is not only providing support for them to earn their credential in the classroom, but also providing support services for them on campus, connecting them with caring professionals, ensuring that they may need a coat or a dress to be able to go for a job interview, connecting them with personal counselors. Maybe it's being able to provide a short-term grant to fix their car, right? All of those things that are essential to ensuring that our students are not derailed, but they continue to be successful in their courses and ultimately earn their credential.
I love that, kind of walking them through everything that they need. And Gilberto, you are an ER nurse and a former SAC student.
Yes, ma'am.
So tell us about yourself and your experiences with Alamo Colleges.
So, you know, I'm a small town kid from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I came to Texas 5 years ago to pursue a nursing degree here through the Career Mobility Program. It was a special program that they offer, you know, LVNs with a lot of experience or former combat medics like myself, you know, from the Air Force, to take advantage of, you know, advancing and progressing in our field with eliminating some unneeded extra months of school. But was it tougher in the sense of, like, you know, the amount of time to obtain the degree? Yes. So I came here 5 years ago with the plan, and SAC helped me. San Antonio Colleges, all of the Alamo colleges, you know, supported me and assisted me in just, you know, reaching my dreams and becoming a medical professional.
I love that. And tell us how that education and training, you know, just has impacted your life.
Well, you know, going full circle when you get to, you know, be nostalgic about it and just think about, you know, where you come from and what you've had to, you know, the hoops you've had to cross or borders you've had to cross to just get to where you're at. You start to think of and appreciate everything, you know. So for me, it was just, I'll give you an example, like, you know, the Victory Center for Veterans, such a great resource. They treat you like liquid gold. They really just map out, you know, your career, what you're deciding to pursue, or even if you're on the fence and you just want to start, they can just gravitate you towards the right location, you know, where you need to go. And just having, alone San Antonio College being so veteran friendly and just always having resources like the Advocacy Center. Look at AlamoPROMISE, you know, just guaranteeing 3 years of, you know, guaranteed college, you know, courses and study for underprivileged individuals is very, very enlightening and uplifting, if anything. So I felt very uplifted with the resources that I had and the support, you know.
And what advice, Gilberto, would you have for viewers that are thinking about that next step in their education or career? I think sometimes people, they may just get a little overwhelmed, or they may think, oh, it's going to take too long, or it's going to cost too much, or I can't do it, or it may be too hard, or, you know, I mean, people get in their heads, you know,
Yes.
and they think of a million scenarios. So what would you tell them?
I would say don't focus on what hasn't happened or what you don't know is going to happen. Focusing on that what if is just, you know, another excuse, you know, unfortunately, or just a barrier for you to just hone your skills, grab life by the horns, and pursue your career. So I would say my whole, you know, time at San Antonio College, everything was explained to me appropriately. Nice staff. There was never a time where I genuinely felt lost in my career, or for like those unsettling, you know, symptoms of, am I gonna do it in the time that I can? Can I do it as a full-time parent? Can I do it as a full-time worker? Or am I gonna have to give up certain things? You know, there's so many resources that Alamo colleges have that can just, you know, bolster you and just improve your, you know, your mentality to just pursue your career. So I would say, do it now. It's never too late to start. Look, I started college at 29, all right? And in those 4 years, I obtained 3 degrees. And if I could do it as a full-time parent, a full-time worker, a former combat medic, anything's possible.
I love that. And what I also love about Alamo Colleges District is that there's so much opportunity and so many degrees and certifications that are available that people may not even know. So,
Right.
Dr. Flores, tell us about the degrees and the certifications available in those high demand careers that people have the opportunity to obtain.
Right, definitely one of the advantages of Alamo Colleges is being able to provide over 300 different certifications for individuals, but we've really keyed into high demand, high wage areas, as Gilberto told you and mentioned about nursing in particular and healthcare, which is an area of high growth. Definitely in demand, and also being able to provide our graduates with the compensation that they need for themselves and to provide for their families. So healthcare, IT, financial services, manufacturing, all of those are areas where we hear from employers that they have a need for credentialed talent. And that's what we really want to do, is continue to provide economic opportunity through a credential for individuals, not only an associate's degree, but now, as noted earlier, right now a BSN, providing 2 degrees in IT and providing a management degree in business as well. So all the way from short-term training to a certificate to an associate's degree and 4 baccalaureate degrees in high-wage, high-demand fields. You can go to a campus like SAC, or you can also do it online.
I love that. And, you know, it's all about moving forward and growing and opportunity. So, Dr. Flores, before we run out of time, what is the future of the Alamo Colleges District?
Yeah, I mentioned earlier we're serving 90,000 students. Our goal is to be able to ensure that we provide educational opportunity and training for over 100,000 student learners and provide opportunity to the community. Just passed in May a $987 million bond that's going to provide for renovations and high-tech equipment at all of our colleges and centers, but also provide 4 new locations in Bexar County. 3 of those are at economic campuses, Port San Antonio, Brooks, as well as the South Texas Medical Center, keying in on those particular sectors like South Texas Medical Center, nursing and healthcare, and medicine, all those particular areas which are key to growth for our community and for our students and their families.
A lot of exciting things happening. Well, Dr. Flores, Gilberto, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.